Oh man, I wasn't ready for this video. My name is Wallace. I am a vampire. Um, um, I was ready for this video because I was getting ready, but the press wrong button and still needed like the lights like weird. But and I don't know if you heard that, but that is thunder and lightning. And if you've seen any other videos, you know that that is my greatest fear, or one of my greatest fears. Um, so yeah, this is a therapy video. Um, but also for me to vent about some things and just talk. Um, the message is to spread positive awareness of me, but positive awareness of vampires, and to promote growth and therapy in everyone. So, um, yeah, there's a few things that I kind of want to talk about. Um, I kind of want to talk about like some of the negative things that I've heard recently regarding me and kind of some of the insults that I've received from people I love, but they're trying to. I think sometimes insults hold truth and warning within them. But also, I wanted to talk about some positive things regarding um, self control that I possess, but also that's within vampires. There are some things that movies say about vampires, or like, you show them blood, or if you show them like that they're just basically bad people, that they lack self control. Well, that isn't true. That's not true. And to what I said earlier, somebody that I love was insulting me, gave me an insult last night and told me that, like, hey, who you look like? I'm like, who do I look like? And they're like, you look like that deranged psychopath. Um, I don't even like saying his name, but the Charles Manson character, the person who was um, absolutely terrible and evil. And I, at the time, I didn't really take the insult that deeply. You know, I just kind of laughed, but I realized what the person was saying. They're saying the insult had a warning to it, um, saying, "Hey, you look like this terrible person," and because of that, I would hope that this is how I kind of see it in my trying to understand and see a good warning within the insult. The insult was basically saying you're this, you have the potential for greatness, but also so did that person, and look what they did with it. Look at the terrible that they did with what they could do. So I definitely take that insult very seriously, uh, as a warning. I take the warning very seriously. Uh, does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts, especially because the person I is someone I loved and respected. Respect. I shouldn't say in the past tense. Obviously, I'm a little uh, upset at that person for saying that, but at the same time, um, I know that person would want the best for me, and I want the best for me as well. So, you know, um, what I'm trying to say is that with the warning that I perceived within that insult is that I need to not be a bad person under any circumstance and to follow my rules. And what I was saying about what I was saying about how vampires are perceived as being evil creatures that lack self control. Um, I was thinking how, as being a vampire, I have more control over my mind, more awareness of myself and of um, my rules. Number one rule: don't hurt anybody. Number two rule: obey the laws and be ethical. Um, it's pretty simple. Um, so yeah, you know, um, am I? Do I have um, pain right now? Do yeah, I have feelings of pain regarding my self-image and my, um, being put down a lot, and I feel that right now. But that's part of therapy. So, and I'm starting to figure out that during storms, it's like the best time for therapy for me because I'm already like stressed out and kind of crying a little bit. I could, if something's happening like that, something that I don't have control over, might as well make the best of it. So yeah, um, I am taking this YouTube channel and my YouTube career very seriously. I am. I'm also taking my music very seriously. Even though with these things that I'm doing, I'm starting off doing them kind of silly. And I do it because if I make mistakes or and I know I'm still getting used to doing these things in a kind of like a serious way, that if I make mistakes, it doesn't really affect me, and I don't want it to affect me because I know mistakes are part of learning. So, but yeah, I've got things like this video series, um, music. I've even thought about doing like film producing, like films. I thought about that the other day. I have the software to do film editing. I have everything I need, except like more serious equipment and stuff like that. But you know, I enjoy these things. I think they're great, um, and I need them. I need them to. Holding on to things that make me happy. Holding tightly to what is uh, helping me grow and be better. This is a challenge. It's been a challenge for me, and but you know, I am surrounded by people who may not like me because of what I am, but I'm also surrounded by people who love me. Um, I think so. I'm trying to remember some my. I don't know. Talking about people specifically, I'm not too fond of doing. Uh, but I think my grandfather may have said it best. He said, you know, I look at you and I love you and I'm freaked out by you, but I still love you. I still know you, even though you freak me out. You know, and like I do have a positive relationship with my grandparents and my family. Some people in my family, but most of them have, in some way or another, I have felt that they have kind of discarded me. That's how I feel. And I know my feelings are valid, and I'm sure that if somebody heard that in my family, they would not like that one bit, or maybe they wouldn't care. But the reality is that I know because of what I am, it's not easy. Because I spoke about in the previous video how people have a fear of vampires, plain and simple. So, so yeah. Um, I definitely feel like I'm living life and doing things that are um, I'm invested in. Like I feel very close to what I'm doing. Like it's like when I'm riding my bicycle on the road. It's that feeling. Like it is. It's I don't want to use the word serious, but it's serious. It's close to me. It's extremely close to me. And my feelings. And I feel blessed and fortunate to have experience with music and art, and with surviving in life, to know how to make something important, and how to make how to do things without necessarily doing them perfectly. And yeah, I keep growing, these challenges, and with my humility, you know uh, I don't feel like I'm getting hurt when I fail or make mistakes, or if I'm just looking kind of silly doing, but it's not about that. It's about for me, it's about the art, but also it's about the message. And also it's about changing my life. Things I would never talk about, things I would never consider talking about, and other things I couldn't do for being a vampire. Well, you know, to be honest with you, this is me kind of just speaking defiantly, and this is therapy, me venting, and like I said, that storm out there stressing me out. It don't matter. It don't matter one dang bit to me. You know, there are much greater things in life to focus on than, I'll just say it, injustice and evil things, bad things, wrong things. There are much greater things in life. So, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thanks for listening, and I'm gonna wait out the storm a little bit. All right, y'all. Thank you.